Welcome, mobile traders. This is Mobile Stocks, the platform that teaches and promotes people with full-time lives how to part-time trade in the stock market. I'm your instructor, Bradley LC. For today's talking point, I want to talk about understanding RobinHood and what it means to be a mobile trader and take on the identity of actually becoming a mobile trader. But before I do any of that, if you will, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button to receive updates on the videos. I'm going to try to post as many videos as I can. I'm extremely busy with work and just life in general. I train people, I teach people on a daily basis kind of right now, so that's pretty much what I'm doing. But I do want to build up my YouTube presence and build this platform up so I can tell my students to actually follow this channel, listen to the channel, certain things I can cover more in depth. But yeah, that's what it is, man. If you didn't see the first video that I posted, definitely watch that. It's a bit lengthy, but I think the goal with my channel is what I'm trying to have real conversations. You know, I want to get, I don't care how long or how short it is. I want to make sure I get a point across, and I want that point to come across in a way that people can receive it well, and pretty much be as detailed as I can be about investing and trading, because it's definitely a serious conversation to have. So with all that said, let's get into it. RobinHood, what I think about RobinHood. I think that RobinHood is the most effective trading platform paired with the charts and data of Webull and the Moomoo app. In my opinion, for swing traders, RobinHood is the best app to place bets. The interface combined with the green and white color of the app makes it very, very user-friendly. Okay? When you first log into RobinHood, without even setting up your information or anything, it feels welcoming versus a lot of other trading platforms that I've been a part of, that I am a part of. Using RobinHood initially, I think was a good move on my behalf without even knowing at the time, because it was so much easier than other platforms. So that's why I think RobinHood for beginning is definitely the best bet to do. RobinHood is a pioneer of free commission trading. So I'm not sure if RobinHood actually started the wave of free commission trading. I'm saying that they did. I can be wrong, but I was introduced to RobinHood from somebody basically saying, look, this free commission, try it out. Yeah, and that's how I got into RobinHood. RobinHood also creates waves of price movement through the optimism of new traders / unaware traders. So the video that I posted previously before this, I was talking about unaware traders. Go back and listen to that. But basically, RobinHood, the traders that's in RobinHood are unaware. Most of them, the majority of them, in my opinion. You want to be the minority, not the majority, you know, to be aware and use their unawareness, use their optimism to capitalize off of it and build your account. And I'm going to give you an example, right? A stock not too long ago, Hertz, called Hertz, 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 car rental. They dibble to dabble on a lot of that, renting cars and whatnot. I'm not going to give you the whole story, but just look up whenever you can, if you want to. Look up May 26, 2020. It happened this year. Hertz basically filed for bankruptcy. You know, it's different forms of bankruptcy, but the kind that they filled out was like, I'm suffering. I'm probably about to go out of business bankruptcy. They trying everything they can to come back as a company, but it's not looking too well for Hertz. So what they did, they threw out a bunch of fake shares. They came up with news saying that they was going to put more shares into the atmosphere, which is not possible because they couldn't do it. The SEC, which is the referees of the stock market, was like, what the hell are you talking about? You can't do that. anybody that knew anything about the stock market on a deeper level was like, what the hell, they can't do that. But Hertz was like, hey, the unaware people don't know that. So at the time I'm making this, September 2020, RobinHood is maybe about 10 million users deep. They have a lot of new users using RobinHood. So Hertz decided to throw a Hail Mary Aaron Rodgers play in the air on the playoffs, hoping that somebody catch it. And somebody caught it. People from RobinHood, it was an article specifically dedicated to the RobinHood users who bit the bait. Hertz, once they said, we're going to throw out more shares in the air, it was trading currently at that time 80 cents. When they threw up the fake news, it went up to $6.25. That's called a gap up, and it's called a pump and dump. Basically, what a pump and dump is when you pump something up with news, catalysts, rumors, and it's all false, and by the time people figure out you did the magic trick, you gone. You know? That's what a pump and dump is. They did the good old pump and dump and screwed a lot of people over. But if you were aware, if you were the minority of the people that's in the stock market and you was aware of what was going on, like myself at the time, I actually found the article when the news broke that Hertz was fitting to do that. So I was like, it came through my phone, and I was like, wow, well, they can't do that. But I was like, okay. It's something in the stock market that we say, buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. So that was the rumor. The rumor was that they was going to do it. The news actually was that they couldn't do it, and that they pulled the rug underneath your foot. So when I heard the news, I bought a couple of option contracts because I was like, hey, this can go up if I'm thinking I'm right. And it went up, and I sold out. If you bought shares at any range from 80 cent to $6.25, you made out at 80 cent going up. It's people out there that's mad as hell because they holding on to worthless shares. They're called bag holders. When you're holding on to some shares that's worthless, you holding the bag. And from my personal opinion, I don't think that Hertz is ever going to get back up to $6.25 in the near future. So they're just going to be mad. They screwed. I mean, that's it. They can't do nothing else. They just got to hold it. Take that L and learn from your mistakes. But that came from RobinHood. The optimism and the unawareness of the traders using RobinHood made that price go up. And Hertz knew that it was going to happen. So they did it that way. So that's why I say RobinHood has a lot of abilities to change the way that the market actually is. And a lot of older people, not necessarily older in age, older as far as experience. So let's use that word. A lot of experienced people don't like to use RobinHood because of that. You know what I mean? Because of the new traders, and it's a lot of people that don't know what they're doing is effing up the money sometimes for them. So with that said, let's get into this. 2 questions I want to throw on us. I'm going to throw this on us first. Why do people use RobinHood? And then I'm going to throw on why do more experienced traders and investors dislike RobinHood? So let me do the first one first. I've surveyed, I've asked people that I'm training right now, which I appreciate, to give me their honest opinion on why RobinHood, why use RobinHood, right? Some of the feedback that I got, I'm not going to read it all, but I got gambling, just learning. I want to use it for learning purposes, experimenting, because it's a free trading app, just to play around with. I'm not taking it serious. I want to use RobinHood because somebody told me if I sign up for it, we both get free shares. And you know, people want to sign up for RobinHood because they're interested. RobinHood kind of comes off as how to invest, how to trade stocks for dummies, like that book. No disrespect, not calling anybody a dummy, but those books, how to for dummy books, That's kind of like RobinHood. RobinHood is the first step into your financial journey of learning how to trade and learning how to invest. So, on the flip side, I asked the more experienced traders, why do they dislike Robinhood? Again, I had a few answers, not going to read them all, but some of it was a lag in data, which meant that it's slower transaction times than other brokers like a TD Ameritrade or something like that. No charts or analytical tools that you can use. You can't use any, no maps, no charts to show you. Not maps, but charts. You can't use any charts to show you. They have a chart on there, but it's not as advanced as other brokers have, which I'm sure eventually, like I said, I'm making this video September 2020. I'm sure in the near future they will have, because Robinhood is still a new company, give them time. But for an experienced trader, they don't have time for that. Time is money. Time is very valued. Time is more valuable than money in a lot of these trades that I'm gonna teach you how to set up, because time is everything. Time you can't get back. Money you can get back. Time you can't get back. So, but the biggest dislike that the experienced traders would tell me is basically the shutdown, meltdown that happened March 2020 of this year. Long story short, 2020 this year in March, the stock market seeing levels of droppage that it never seen before. It took a historical dump. You understand? It was going down to the point they had to stop and freeze the stock market a few times. While it was doing all that, people was trying to take their money out. People was trying to put money in. Robinhood froze up and crashed because it was too many users trying to make too many transactions at a time, and their system wasn't built for that, because it was something that was never seen before by anything, by any broker of that nature. I mean, you've seen things like the Great Depression and the crash and all that. I didn't see it. I'm only 31, but you people have seen it in their lifetime, but not at this capacity. This is much, much bigger. Robinhood crashed. Couldn't handle all the value that was coming. So what that said, there was a lot of money left on the table. People lost a lot of money. So a lot of users was like, hey, I'm not going to use Robinhood no more, because they should have prepared for it. And Robinhood are actually lost in a lawsuit because of that. Because it happened, it was 2 consecutive days that they were down, if I'm correct. And I think it was another day next week that it went down, or maybe even the same week. It was crazy. I know I lost a few dollars in it, but not as much as other people. And what Robinhood did for the people that lost money was basically, my bad. They said, my bad. Hey, you signed up for this, right? I'm sure they got lawyers on top of lawyers that got them well protected, but it was just like, my bad, we'll do better in the future. They on an investigation for that right now. I think they got to pay a fine. But yeah, let me tell you a little bit about my background right fast. I'm gonna keep it brief, but it's gonna add up while I'm telling you this. I started trading stocks since July 31st, 2017. Through my journey, I day traded, swing traded, position traded on Robinhood. I tried to invest, not knowing what I was doing. I quit Robinhood a few times just to come back. I made money. I lost money. I messed around with penny stocks for a year or two. I really didn't get the hang of it that well. I'm going to tell you why in a second. And I bought a few shares of a company that was $20 and up. Like, yeah, I'm gonna really get them on this one. And I come back maybe a month later just to see that it only went up a few dollars past my initial investment. So I was like, man, I'm doing something wrong. Something not clicking. And what I was doing wrong is I was approaching this whole thing in a complete, I was approaching this thing in a way that other people were telling me to. I would read a book, on how to be a day trader, swing trader, and investor and everything. And every book that I've ever read was useful for my journey. And, I just had to figure out how to apply all of that to what I was trying to do. And what I was trying to do, I was trying to create a situation where I could put a few $100 into the stock market on a stock and give it a few days or a week, and that few hundred turned into a few hundred. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was like, this investing in the companies that's fundamentally sound, great companies, you need a couple dollars initially to put in it. When I say a couple dollars, I mean, you have to keep adding on. You have to add on 100 this week, 100 that week. It's more money than, what I actually had. It's not until I found options where I was like, hold up. You mean to tell me I can put, this amount of money in there and make that amount of money? To this day, I think the best option play I made, and it only took me a few days to make it. I was in a situation where I put, $280 into the market before, and about in 3 or 4 days, I turned that 200 into 2,500 and some change. And once that happened, I was like, yeah, it's time for me to really start teaching people my techniques and methods. And I'm not saying that to brag by any stretch. I'm just saying if I can do it, you can do it. And I did that by aggressively trading, which we're not going to get all into initially. I don't want to show you how to I had to do some aggressive things in order to get that. Scared money don't make no money in that sense. But I had to really realize that options was the thing that I wanted to do. And I was like, okay. I set out on a mission. I said, all right, let me focus on the options. Because before that, like I said, I was trying to invest. I was trying to, which I do invest, don't get me wrong. I think investing is very important. You need to have a portfolio. You need to diversify. You need to look at the building blocks of companies. It's fun. Like, we're going to get all into it eventually. But investing is very important. But for a guy that was in a situation that I was in and wanted to see quick money, I wanted to know if it was possible to do that. I was attracted to the day traders and how they was making money, but I couldn't day trade. And let me break this down right quick. I'm actually moving a little far in advance right now. I was going to talk about this later, but since I'm on the subject of day trading, let's talk about it now. If you're a beginner trader, don't day trade. Flat out, don't do it. You will lose money, 100%. You will lose. It's not meant for you to day trade. Most of the people that day trade lose money. You have to be, in order to be a very successful day trader. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be successful at day trading. I'm just saying don't start out day trading because you'll become discouraged like I did. And you lose a lot of money. You be like, damn, I don't want to do this no more. The very successful day traders have a few things. They stay home. They look at computer screens all day, multiple computer screens. They have a keyboard in front of them that they can press a key and it'll sell on that key, it'll buy on that key. They have it set up to win. They have, they don't use free commission brokers. Their brokers charge money because it comes up with faster data, real-time data that you would need. RobinHood does not have that. RobinHood is not the place that you want to do it, especially on the mobile side of it. You have to remember, TD Ameritrade, Tastyworks, Investing.com, a lot of these brokers have a desktop version. They were built for the desktop version. So basically, the interface and everything is specifically built for the desktop. RobinHood came in and started this wave of a mobile trading app. So mobily, it is easier to trade with your fingers on your phone. It fits your phone well. The interface is better. So when you're trading on a lot of these mobile apps that's been out for a while, when you're trading on a lot of these broker apps that just turned into a mobile app, it's not as developed as Robinhood. The platform is way more developed than Robinhood because they've been out for a long time. But as far as on the mobile side of things, it's a lack in certain things. So you got to take both of those and, weigh out, the good versus the bad. But don't trade penny stocks. Don't trade penny stocks. Just leave that alone for now. If you would like to trade penny stocks, try my method first, and then you can go to penny stocks on your own. But just try options first, and before you even try options, I'm going to show you how to trade stocks in general. We're going to talk about supply and demand, risk to reward ratio, Japanese candlesticks. Like, we're going to get into all that. You need to understand that before you understand anything. And it's also great to understand business in general, how business works before you even begin trading. Because being a swing trader, your purpose of trading is to focus on swings in price movement, up or down. That's what I do. I focus on swings every day. I say, is this going to go up today? If it's going to go down today, I'm going to catch that swing, and I'm going to make money if it's going up, and I'm going to make money if it's going down. You ain't going to be successful all the time, but like I said, scared money don't make money. So, with that said, let's talk about the mobile trading kit. So we covered what it is, how you need to understand Robinhood and the do's and the don'ts of Robinhood and how optimism fuels Robinhood. So let's talk about the mobile trading kit, something that I came up with. Alright, in my mobile trading kit, first thing I want you to do, download Robinhood if you haven't done so already. Once you download Robinhood, I want you to download these apps. Download any app that has anything to do with stock market, finances, trading. I even downloaded Reddit, and I'm a part of subgroups that's talking about investing. Download Yahoo, download anything that has anything to do with the stock market, finance, and trading. Also, don't limit yourself there. Download anything that has to do about news, catalysts, worldwide to even local. All this matters. Once you do that, then you download Webull, download the Webull app, download the Moomoo app. Like I said before, I think Robinhood is the most effective trading app when you're pairing it with the charts and data of Webull and Moomoo. So we do all of our trading, all of our bets on Robinhood, but we use all the charts, all the data on Webull and Moomoo. More Webull, specifically Webull, because I've been using Webull longer. I have I have an account with all three of them. So we're going to be using Robinhood and Webull more than anything. Those two are, a married couple. We're going to look at them as a married couple. Once you do that, I want you to look up any videos on YouTube, wherever you look at videos, that talks about swing trading, support and resistant lines, support and resistant zones, supply and demand, and price action. Very important. But don't look up anything about they have patterns you need to look out for, what this candlestick mean and all that. Don't look into any of that. You need to understand what moves the market. People move the market. People emotions move the stock market. I can look at a stock and tell you in advance without any news sometimes, before the news come out, that news is about to come out by how price been going. What we call unusual activity. I can look at the price and say, well, this volume has been kind of high lately. Price kind of moving up. There's something unusual happened. I think some news about to come out. And then there you have it. News come out sometimes. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. But once you download Robinhood, if you already didn't, I want you to deposit money. Deposit whatever you can into Robinhood. Weekly, bi-weekly, daily, monthly, whatever. You want to put a lump sum in when you get your income tax. Do whatever, but don't spend it. You look at that as that's your new savings account. Look at that's your money under your mattress. That's your under the mattress money. That's your shoebox money. That's your piggy bank money. That's the money that you ain't worried about. That's the money that you're like, all right, let me just put this to the side. I ain't thinking nothing of it. I'm just putting it to the side. Once you do that, we're gonna start. My goal is to get you guys trading on Webull, paper trading. Paper trading, if you never heard of it, you're using real-time data. You're using real charts. You're just using fake money. That's it. You're using the money that they provide you on the app, but how to learn and everything is the same way. So that's the setup. All right. So key points of this video: the mobile trading kit. Go back and listen to that with the download. Robinhood, Webull, anything finance that's dealing with the stock market. Look at videos, anything you can. You want to understand supply and demand. You want to understand that Robinhood can move the crowd. Robinhood did it to Hertz. May 26, 2020. They put out fake news, and the Robinhood users used it up, ate it up, and bit the bait, and had the pump and dump. So you want to take all that in consideration, and on to the next video.